this is just a quick review of the concept covered in class for Friday, December 14th for 7 plus, ratios and unit rates. Ratios and unit rates. So we have three definitions that I want to look at first. All right, our definitions are rate, unit rate, and ratio. Okay, so a rate is a ratio that's comparing two quantities, and it's often measured in different units, and we'll go over an example of a rate in just a moment. A unit rate is a rate in which the second quantity in the comparison is 1 unit. And then a ratio is a comparison of two quantities. All right? So our first example, Cody can run 6 miles in 57 minutes. At this rate, how fast can he run 1 mile? Okay? So we have a rate here, and it says at this rate. So his rate is the fact that he can run 6 miles in 57 minutes. He can run 6 miles in 57 minutes. So we're going to write this like this: 57 minutes, 6 miles. Okay? So then the question asks, at this rate, how fast can he run 1 mile? Okay? So we want to know how long it's going to take him to run 1 mile. Okay? So all we need to do is say 57 divided by 6. Okay? And that is going to give us 9.5. Okay? But the question says, how fast can he run 1 mile? So we need to remember that our time was in minutes. So we have a 9.5 here, which is a half. So we want half of a minute. So the answer is actually 9.30 seconds, because 30 seconds is half a minute. Okay? So 9.30 seconds to run 1 mile. Okay? And here is the math. All right? And then we looked at unit rates, to compare these definitions. So our 57 minutes over 6, that's our rate. It's the ratio comparing two quantities. Then this is asking for our unit rate. Well, how much is just 1 mile? How many minutes is just 1 mile? So then we looked at prices of food instead of time and distance. Okay, so we had 3 products: oatmeal, penne pasta, and sourdough pretzels. Okay, and so for the oatmeal, it says, well, we can buy 14 ounces for $2.40. For the pasta, we can buy 8 ounces for $1, and for the pretzels, we can buy 12 ounces for $2.60. So it says, using the information in this table, we're going to find the unit rate for each category. So we want to find the unit rate for each category. That means we want to know how much does just 1 ounce cost. Okay? So for the oatmeal, the penne pasta, and the pretzels, we want to know how much does this 1 ounce cost. All right, so on the worksheet that you're going to be getting, or that you already have, we made data tables that showed the price for 1 ounce for both the oatmeal, the penne, and the pretzels. But I'm going to skip down to the second one where it says to show your work. Okay? So for the oatmeal, sorry, I had to poke a hole in that. For the oatmeal, if 14 ounces was $2.40, well, we wanted to know, well, how much would 1 ounce be? So we had $2.40 divided by 14, and that came to 0.17. So it was 0.17 for 1 ounce. For the penne pasta, 8 ounces were $1. So if I want to know 1 ounce, then I would say 1 divided by 8, and that gives me 0.13. For the pretzels, 12 ounces was $2.60. So for 1 ounce, I would have to say $2.60, or 2.60 divided by 12, and that's going to equal 0.22. Okay? So then I just went back to number 1 and made my data tables that showed here's 8 ounces, here's the cost for 8 ounces, 1 ounce, here's the cost for 1 ounce. All right, then in number 3, it says for each product, you want to show the cost for double the amount and then the cost for 1/4 the amount. And so basically, just looking at the oatmeal, if 14 ounces is what our original data table gave us, well, double that would be times 2. So we want to know, well, what would be the cost of 28 ounces? So if 14 ounces is $2.40, we just say times 2 and we get $4.80. So in my data table, if I have 14 ounces, that's $2.40. If I have 28 ounces, that's $4.80. Well, then I wanted to know what is a fourth. So my goal is to get to a fourth. So first I did a half. Well, if I had 14 ounces, I'm going to divide that by 2 to get 7 ounces. And that's half. So 14 ounces was $2.40. So I divide that by 2 and I get $1.20. So notice in my table for 7 ounces it's $1.20, but I'm still not to a fourth. A fourth is half of a half. So I'm now going to take my $2 or my $1.20 and I'm going to divide that again by 2 to get to my 1/4. And so 120 divided by 2 is 0.60, and then half of 7 is 3.5. So a fourth of my 14 is 3.5 ounces, and then it is at a cost of 60 cents. Okay? And then we continue to look at our things. I don't have that sheet, sorry. Anyway, we have another example. Melinda can buy 6 muffins for a total of $5.28. At this rate, what is the cost of 1 muffin? So here's her $5.28 cost divided by 6 muffins. So $5.28 divided by 6 is 0.88. So her cost for 1 muffin is 88 cents. All right, so this has just been a review of the notes taken in class on ratios and unit rates for December 14th.